Good afternoon, I'm Robin Banks and welcome to Australia and the Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst, host to the third round of the British Heart Foundation Podium Series Cup, where we race to raise awareness for this wonderful charity and what it has achieved for so many people, including our very own Rico Mortis. If you can donate anything at all to the charity by way of fundraising, retail, or simply giving unwanted items for sale, then please do so. I can assure you somewhere along the line you are changing someone's life. This track consists of a total length of just under 3.8 miles, with a jaw-dropping 23 corners and the longest straight of 1.2 miles. The hill upon which the Mount Panorama track lies is also known by its traditional name, Walu, which means young man's initiation place. The elbow is actually named after Jack Forrest, a motorcycle racer who scraped his elbow away on that bend. We're at the halfway point in this championship, composed of 5 rounds, and Rico Mortis is leading by 29 points after winning the first 2 rounds, with Scott Milano and Carlos Punterino joint in second with 36 points respectively. So let's take a look at our grid lineup today. On pole we have Brian Messiah and Rico Mortis in second. In third, Alex Anders and Carlos Punterino in fourth. In fifth, Barbarossa and Scott Milano in sixth. In 7th and 8th, Mayano Punterino and Halen Van Eddy. In 9th, we have Simon Bouquet with Raphael Doubtfire in 10th. And in 11th, we have Fabio Detrelli and Artie Fanati in 12th. And rounding out the grid in 13th, Frank Hansen. Before we get underway, let's go to our lap focus with Dave Unshaw. How's it going, Dave?
Boyd Halen Van Eddy's V12 Vantage. As I approach the hill corner, 140 mile per hour in 4th gear, then down to second, 70 mile per hour, round the bend, accelerating up, all the way into 6th gear, 165 mile per hour up through the mountain straight. This thing goes like a rocket, Robin. Down into Griffins, 85 mile per hour, 2nd gear, last up to the cutting. Back down to 2nd gear, 60 mile per hour. Then on the gas through quarry. Building speed up through the parks. Round the right-hander, over the left-hander, blind over the crest. Keep building up to 150 mile per hour, 4th gear. Into the sharp left-hander, mind the grass. Then start trail braking all the way down through the skyline. Downshifting as we go to 2nd gear, 65 mile per hour into the dipper. Back on the gas and hitting 130 mile an hour, 3rd gear, swiping round the arse and down to the 2nd into the elbow. Accelerating all the way up to 180 mile per hour, 6th gear. I'm gonna die! The wind noise is absolutely incredible. I too forgot into the back of my head. Holy down to 2nd gear, 70 mile per hour through the chase chicane. Then back up, 150 mile per hour, all the way down into Murray's. On the brakes, 2nd gear, 60 mile per hour. Thank God for that. Accelerating over the finish line. My tear-offs malfunctioned again.
Oh dear, Dave, you better go get in the shower, we're about to get underway. Off we go. It's a clean getaway, down into the hell corner on board with Bouquet. In middle of the pack. Firing down the mountain straight. All the way towards Griffins. Watch that braking zone. On the brakes, Bouquets. My word, not a very good start. I'd like to see that again. What the hell happened there? Rico beautifully round the outside of Barbarossa. Looks like Anders has made a mistake. Rico picks up 2 positions. Very good start. Can we go back and see what happened to Bouquet? Oh, just missed his braking zone. It's a shame. Knocked him back a bit. Here we go. Through the parks. Down towards the skyline. Somebody's cutting grass already. Saves the groundsman a job. Really difficult part of the track. Very hard to get right. Down through the dipper. Shooting down around the arse and into the elbow. Sanders almost catches the wall. One of the Fanta Aston Martin boys is going for an early break. Overtaking Alexander's. Down the Conrod straight over the brow. Looks like Scott Milano. He's got Carlos Punterino for company too. Into the chase chicane. Alexander's is on the grass. Looks like he's had an accident. On board with Alexander's. Oh, just went wide. Hit the wall. That'll do it. Not a good start. As we head into Murray's, Carlos Punterino not wanting to let the front pack get away. Brian Messiah making an early break. He's absolutely phenomenal on this track. Let's not forget this is where he won the Jenny Tilmort Cup and became the king of the mountain. Shooting down the mountain straight, up towards Griffins. Very fast right-hander. He's pulling a huge gap on Rico. Clipping the wall. Don't want to do too much of that. Little bit like Tokyo last week. The wall would really slow you down. Brian is literally on fire. Raphael down fire. Followed by Artie Fanati. And I think that's Simon Bouquet in the background. Up through the parks. Very, very fast and tricky part of the course. Looks like Artie Fanati clipped the wall then. Raphael down fire. Down through the skyline. Round the right-hander and into the dipper. Sideways out of the dipper. Artie Fanati clipping the arse. Need to get that under wraps. Trying to get in the slipstream down the Conrod Straight. Looks like I'll have Bouquet for company very shortly. Artie Fanati tries to go on the inside. He does, lovely manoeuvre. Very fast down through here, reaching speeds of 180 miles per hour. Artie holds his line, does a very good job. Raphael Downfire trying to go around the outside. Helen Van Eddy and Simon Bouquet. Eddie got way wide. He's into the wilderness. And it looks like Miano Punterino's followed him too. As we watch Raphael Downfire get up the inside of Artie Fanati, with Simon Bouquet closely following. Down towards Hell Corner. Who's good on the brakes? Not Raphael Downfire, it seems. Artie Fanati takes that position. Looks like Halen Van Eddy is catching up. Raphael gives way. Good on you, Raphael. Simon Bouquet right up the inside of Artie Fanati down into the Griffins. Artie holds his line and his nerve. Through the cutting. Through Quarry. And up towards the parks. If you're following someone up through here, it's really, really difficult. There's not much, you can't see much. Just the back end of someone's car. You really have to rely on your track knowledge. Down towards the skyline. On the brakes, Artie Fanati's on the grass. That's not the best line through there. That also gives you dirty tires, ready for the dipper. Frightening stuff. Down towards the elbow. Bouquet tries to go up the inside. Gets himself back in the slipstream. Has he got the drive? I think Bouquet's got better top speed. He has. Lovely manoeuvre by Simon Bouquet. Can he hold it into the chase? He does. Good move, Simon Bouquet. Firing down towards Murray's. Trying to pull a bit of a gap on Artie Fenati. Doing a good job this weekend. Back with Alexanders and Miano Putterino. Looks like Raphael Downfire's in the mix. Miano looks like he's trying to go up the inside. Fix about it. Decides not now. Into the cutaway. Alexander's going in there like a rat down a drain pipe. Losing control, hitting the wall. Need to control that throttle up through this hilly section. Firing down towards Skyline. Back with Scott Milano and Carlos Punterino. Scott Milano trying to catch Carlos. Might be just outside of the slipstream though. Around the right-hander. Down into the chase. Feels really weird going into the chase. Doesn't feel like it's on camber at all. Down into Murray's. Good line by Scott Milano. Back with Artie Fenati. It looks like Halen Van Hedy is right up his jacksie. He is. Simon Bouquet is pulling a slight gap now. Eddie goes slightly wide. Gotta watch that grass. The wheels will just spin up. Getting into the slipstream down a mountain straight. He is. Is it enough? We'll see how good Artie is through the hill section. This is really climbing the mountain now. Eddie right up behind him. Looks like Simon Bouquet's cleared off. Eddie's going to go from the inside. Doesn't quite get the drive. Goes up the inside now. Artie Fenati takes the scenic line. Eddie right round the outside into the skyline. What a lovely manoeuvre, really capitalised on that. Artie could be losing a bit of grip. Down at the elbow. Does he get a good exit? He does. He's pulled a bit of a gap on Artie already by the look of it. Scott Milano chasing Carlos Punterino. Down the Conrod straight. Well in the slipstream. Could go for a manoeuvre here. Does he dare to go up the inside? He does. Classic chase manoeuvre. Expertly pulled off by Scott Milano. Down into Murray's. Over the line to start the next lap. Does he get a good exit out of hell? Yes, he does. Accelerating all the way up to 165 mile per hour, 6th gear. Up through the mountain straight. All the way up to Griffiths. Will Carlos go up the inside into Griffiths? Scott takes the defensive line. Hammering up through the cutting. Looks like Scott's trying to pull a gap on Carlos. Be mindful of those tires. This place eats tires. It's the drive all the way up the uphill section that does it, I'm sure of it. Mayano Puntarino going sideways around Griffins. Alex Anders all out of shape. Bangs into the side of Mayano. Mayano takes the position. Marshals are on standby. Looks like Barbarosa's joining this fight. Rosa hits the wall. Mayano tight. Alexander's on the grass, scraping the wall. Mayano Puntarino taking the scenic line down into the skyline. Alexander's flying down into the dipper. Mayano Puntarino's in control. Rams Barbarosa into the sidewall. I don't think he meant to do that. I think the tyres are definitely gone. I think he needs to pit and change those. Barbarosa with Mayano slipstream. Goes up the inside. That Aston Martin's got some speed, he does. Good manoeuvre. All the way before the chase chicane. Classic Conrod straight manoeuvre. Professionally performed by Barbarosa. Brian Messiah looks like he's chasing Simon Bouquet. Tries to go on the inside into elbow. Doesn't quite do it, but gets alongside Bouquet. Who's got the speed down the straight? Side by side. Down to Conrod straight. Bouquet's got the extra speed by the look of it. Can Brian do the classic chase manoeuvre? Beautifully performed. Well done, Brian Messiah. Watch the grass. That was one hell of an overtake at very, very high speed. He's pulling a gap on Bouquet already. Hammering down to the hill corner. That's one hell of a gap he's pulled on two corners. Brian Messiah really wants this win. Eileen Van Henny going into the pits. Whilst we're here, let's go down to pit lane and have a quick word with our ex-race driver and technical guru, Dave Unshaw. How's it going, Dave?
Many thanks, Robin. I'm down here in pit lane talking to track manager Bruce Badley about the drivers' safety concerns, as there has been a lot of deaths on this track in the past. Good afternoon, Bruce. Can you tell us what's been done to ensure the drivers are safe?
Oh, g'day, Dave. Nice to see you again. You recovered from your thrashing the last time you were here?
Yes, thank you, but my friends keep receiving prank calls with nothing but heavy breathing on.
Oh, don't worry. It's just a Joey having fun. I would like to say, though, that if you lot want to be safe, I'd stay at home. This track is not for faint-hearted, warm beer drinking bombs like you lot. Firstly, all the drivers sign a disclaimer followed by a donor form, and blood type is taken just in case they get splattered. And secondly, there's no need to worry. All the marshals have a bucket and spatula handy, ready to scrape you off the wall in the event of a crash. And the ambulance or offal truck is very quick to respond, usually within about half an hour. So if you're still kicking after 30 minutes, you get the luxury ride out of here.
There you have it, Robin. Nothing to worry about at all. Back to you.
Many thanks, Dave. And back to the race. We're on board with Fabio Detrelli chasing Barbarosa. He wipes him out on the elbow corner. He won't be very happy about that. Frank Handsome. Haven't seen a lot of Frank this race. Hammering down the straight into the Griffins. This is by no means an easy track to learn or master. Very hard on tires. Very, very hard to get a good run. And very hard not to hit the walls as well. Takes a lot of practice. Looks like Frank's doing a fairly good job. Hale and Van Eddie up the inside of Artie Fanati. Hammering down the Conrod Straight. Artie sitting very nicely in the slipstream. Can he get up the inside into the first corner? He doesn't. Eddie outbreaks him down towards the chase. Very clean through the chase. Eddie desperately trying to pull a bit of a gap. Artie goes in the pits. Obviously tyres had gone off. Back with Barbarossa. It looks like Carlos put Torino. Barber hits the wall around the other side of Griffiths, manages to keep his position. Tyres come into play very, very quickly on this track. It is situated in a beautiful part of the world. Up through the parks. Everybody slapping that wall on the right-hand side. Barbarossa down into Skyline. Down into the dipper sideways. Definitely having trouble with tyres. Carlos pushing him all the way. Oh yes, he's definitely going around the elbow sideways. Carlos still trying desperately to keep up with Barbarossa. The Red Bull Aston Martin team doing very well this weekend. Carlos right up the inside of Barbarossa into Griffiths. Barber looks like he might be getting out of shape. He is. He's crashed. Like to see that again on a replay. On board with Barbarossa. Oh, definitely loses traction there. Totally out of control, hits the wall. Unfortunate for Barbarossa. Bouquet claims the position as well. Really lost out there big time. Bouquet doing very well this weekend. Incredible stuff. Brian Messiah leading. Doing a good job. Will he become king of the mountain for the second time? Uses that extra bit of tarmac on the left-hand side. Gives you a good entry into the corner. It's very quick. Rico uses a little bit of it too. Down into the chase. Rico definitely wants the win. Could Rico make it a hat trick? Or will Brian Messiah, the newly named King of the Mountain, who became the first Jenny Tilmont Cup champion here, claim his first victory? Or will there be a surprise win? We'll just have to wait and see, folks. Hale and Van Eddie chasing Artie Fanati. These two haven't packed it up for a long time. This battle's been raging. Eddie trying to stay in the slipstream. Artie made that lovely overtake a couple of laps ago. These two have been hammering it out ever since. Both get a good clean entry and exit out of Murray's. Down towards the Hell corner. Named Hell because of all the deaths that occurred at it. Carlos Puterino's breaking away from Scott Milano. Into the chase. Good line for Carlos. Really got the hands on these Jaguars. Doing very, very well this weekend. Gained some very valuable points. Artie Fadati and Halen Vanetti still at it. Fabio De Trelli in front. Halen goes up the inside of Artie Fadati, knocks him onto the grass. He backs off and lets Artie regain his composure. Very good of Eddie to let him have his position. Artie's really struggling with tyres. Eddie goes up the inside. Eddie needs to tuck in behind him and get the draft. Maybe he's backing off because he didn't want to upset Artie anymore. We don't want any punch-ups in the driver's lounge later. Artie's really struggling with his tyres. I can see that a mile off. One mistake and it could be catastrophic. Race over. Not a very forgiving track with worn tyres. Especially trying to hold someone off into the skyline. Artie takes the scenic route again. Eddie does the same maneuver around the outside. Artie desperately trying to get it back. Getting all kinds of out of shape. Artie holding on to that Aston Martin like a tenor flapping in the wind. Miano's coming up behind Artie as well now. Eddie's pulled away. Back with Scott Milano and Carlos Punterino. Scott loses traction, crashes into the wall. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe we'll get another look at it. Bouquet straight round the outside. Oh, just caught the grass. Accelerating, that'll do it. That'll do it. Never mind, Scott Milano. Frank Handsome holding off. Barbarossa. And Raphael downfire, I think. I think Frank let them pass. He must have a technical. Here comes Raphael. Yeah, Frank pulls over and lets him pass. Definitely something wrong with Frank's car. Haven't seen Rico in a while. In first place, Brian had to pit. Rico doing an amazing job this weekend. Really, really controlling those tyres. Fantastic job for the Rizzler BMW team. If this is a hat trick for Rico, it's going to be one hell of a point lead going into the fourth round. We head to Interlagos for the fourth round in Brazil. Scott Milano trying to perform the classic chase maneuver. Not close enough. Down into Murray's. Very hard into Murray's, the curb's quite raised. And if you clip that, it sends you wide into the grass of the wall. Bouquet doing a good job holding him off. Really got a handle on that BMW, and she is a beast. Scott desperately wants as many points as he can. He's joint with Carlos in second in the championship at the moment. So whoever wins out of him and Carlos will be higher up. Right up behind Bouquet, going into the cutting. Bouquet holding his nerve. You hear those engines behind you, just don't let it faze you, just focus, hit your apexes, hit your braking markers, just concentrate on that. If you're on the limit and anybody wants to get past, they have to go over the limit, and that's when it starts getting very dangerous. You can quite easily ruin your race just by being overzealous. Okay, definitely holding his nerve, keeping off those walls. Swooping round the arse and into the elbow. Scott Milano touches the grass. Trying to set himself up for the chase maneuver. Brian Messiah coming onto the start straight. Into hell. Gets out well. Halen Van Eddy with Mayano Punterino in hot pursuit. Trying to hold Mayano at bay. Not an easy job by any stretch of the imagination. Mayano's very quick. Mayano's setting himself up. Pops out. Goes up the inside of Halen Van Eddy into Griffiths. Does he make it stick? He does. Brilliant maneuver by Mayano. Eddie's trying desperately to stick with him, clips the wall. Looks like Eddie's struggling with grip too. It's the latter stages of the race. Any tyre changes will be long overdue. Everybody just trying to limp to the end. Brian Messiah sliding round the arse and down into the elbow. Feel sorry for Jack Forrest, grinding his elbow down, going around that corner, and then they go and name it after you. Sparks flying off of Carlos Punterino's car. Brian's desperate for this second place. On the grass, holds it. Chasing Carlos like his life depends on it. Think everybody will be glad to get this round out of the way. Very difficult track. I know a lot of the drivers have put a lot of practice into this. Carlos is definitely struggling for grip. He's overcooked it. Clipped the wall. Let's give Brian that second place. He'll be thinking damn and blast. All he can do is hold it together now and hopefully get that third position. That should take him above Scott Milano in the championship. Looking at Rico, doing a great job. Really backed it off. Got a hell of a lead. And just bringing it home. Another great win for Rico. Very, very lonely. Down into the chase. Lovely line through the chase. Over the hill and down towards Murray's. For the final time. Well done, Rico Mortis, first place. Brilliant job. Brian Messiah gets all out of shape on the last corner. Brings it home. Well done, Brian Messiah. It looks like Carlos Puntarino gets third. Simon Bouquet, a fantastic fourth position. Well done, Bouquet. Mayano coming back into the atmosphere. Out of the chase and down into Murray's. Also sideways. This is a race, not a rally. Well done, Mayano, fifth place. Brilliant. Scott Milano, sixth. Halen Van Eddy, seventh place. Artie Fenati hanging on for dear life. Eighth place. Ninth for Alex Anders, if he can regain control of his car. 10th for Barbarossa. Bring it over the line, Barber. And Frank Handsome in 11th position. Well done, Frank. Well done. Fabio Detrelli and Rafael Doubtfire did not finish the race, therefore collected no points. So our points after 3 rounds are Rico Mortis on 95, Carlos Puntarino 52, Brian Messiah 51 points, Scott Milano 45, Simon Bouquet 35, Mayano Puntarino 32, Frank Handsome with 23 points, Barbarossa on 22 and Halen Van Eddy on 21. Fabio Detrelli on 17 points, Artie Fenati on 13 points, and T-Bone McKinley on 12 with Rafael Doubtfire with 5 points. Now let's look at the Constructors' Championship with Rizla BMW on 110 points, Fanta Aston Martin on 92 points, Puntarino Jaguar on 79 points, Red Bull Aston Martin on 35 points, Eurosports Subaru on 30 points, and Sony Chevrolet, which is a one-man team, on 23 points. That's all, folks. Many thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this race as much as we have. So from me and Dave, from Australia, until the next round, thanks for watching and goodbye.